What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the CUFC YouTube channel. Another 5-minute preview here on the channel. It's match day 16. There is 30 games to go in this League 2 season. Carlisle United finally finding a slight run of form. Hopefully that can continue this weekend as we take the long trip down to Bromley, back end of London, for Carlisle this weekend, which is our third away game in a week. Obviously, we had Salford on Saturday, we had Morecambe on Tuesday night, and we now have Bromley upcoming on Saturday before we return to home against Doncaster next week. But Carlisle United actually in an alright run of form coming into this game. Hopefully that can continue with a performance on the road at Bromley. But let's meet Bromley then. The opposition's also known as the Ravens. They were founded in 1892. Their current manager is Andy Woodman, and their stadium is the Hayes Lane Stadium, which holds 5,150. And from Carlisle down to Hayes Lane is a 660-mile round trip, which in the car will take you around 11 hours and 38 minutes. So safe travels to any Blues making the trip down there. I know it's not the biggest away end, but it will be another sellout away end for Carlisle United, which is incredible support as always. Looking at the previous 5 games, then Carlisle finally getting a bit of green on that board. 2 wins, 2 losses, and the draw for Carlisle. Obviously, that 2-1 against Morecambe last night, a 1-0 against Salford, a 2-0 defeat against Wigan, a 3-1 against Walsall, and a 1-1 against Harrogate. Bromley come into this with 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss, a 1-0 win over Doncaster, a 1-1 against Barrow, an FA Cup win over Rochdale, a 1-1 against Cheltenham, and a 1-0 defeat in the EFL Cup against Charlton Athletic. So both teams coming into this in relatively decent form, to be fair. Carlisle, of course, that game against Wigan was very positive as well, and 2 away wins for us. There's no last time we played, because we've never played Bromley ever in our history that I could find anyway. So straight into the match day 11. I went very similar to what we did against Salford with the 3-4-2-1. Gabe Rees in goal with Aaron Hayden, Sam Lavelle and John Mellish. Of course, Terrell Thomas is on international duty. Cameron Harper, Dominic Sadai as wing-backs with Harrison Neal and Callum Guy in the midfield. Dom Adjurajay, Kaheem Harris as the sort of right and left winger or centre forwards, however you want to look at that, with Luke Armstrong playing as a striker up top. I'd prefer to have Dan Adjurajay on the wing than up front if Luke Armstrong's playing. I don't want to see Luke Armstrong as a winger, to be honest. I'd like to see Luke Armstrong as the number 9 through the middle. I think Adjurajay gives you that pace on the wing. I've put Kaheem Harris there. I know he's more of a midfielder, but you know, in the games we've seen so far of him, he's been very direct. He seems very willing to take forward, to take on a run. So get him on that wing, get him up against the full-backs, hopefully get some balls into the box for Luke Armstrong. Now, looking at my match day predictions, then I went with Colchester 0, Bradford 1, Crewe 2, Notts County 1, Barrow 2, AFC Wimbledon 0, Bromley 1, Carlisle United 2, Morecambe 0, Port Vale 2, Newport 1, Grimsby 0, Doncaster 0, Salford 3. Tranmere and Fleetwood are postponed alongside Walsall and Gillingham. I then got Harrogate 2, Chesterfield 1, Accrington 1, Swindon 0, and MK Dons currently flying high in the playoffs 1, Cheltenham 0. What are your predictions? Let me know in the comments down below. But I went with a 2-1 for Carlisle. I think we can continue this run of form that we've got on the road. I do think we'll go behind early on and then claw the game back throughout. And hopefully this, we 2 good wins in a row. Let's build on that momentum. Let's build on it. I know the Salford win wasn't the most convincing because we didn't play that great, but we got the win. We got another win last night. Let's continue this run of form on the road in front of another sellout away crowd of Blues fans. Hopefully we can. Hopefully teams around us will lose and we'll start moving out of this relegation fight that we're currently in. Moving out of the relegation zone at least anyway. But what are your predictions? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for all the support recently. I've been CUFC and I'll see you in the next one.
It's gotta go somewhere. I lost my vision, I lost my goal. Lost my ambition, but you never